Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, presented by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, delivering the funds the university needs to drive academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. And by 988 Lifeline, there is hope. 24/7. Call, text, or chat 988. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks.
And welcome to Sunday Championship Basketball from Estero, Florida, as on the line tonight, the Gulf Coast Showcase Championship title, as the Iowa Hawkeyes get set to face for the second time already this year the Wildcats from Kansas State. You have to go back to the 16th of November as the Iowa Hawkeyes had reached number 2 in the country, and Kansas State came in and took care of the Hawkeyes in a very close basketball game that went down to the last couple of minutes, but Iowa lost that one 65-58 as Kansas State closed on a 12-0 run. But in the back of the Hawkeyes' minds always was this night, knowing that if Iowa took care of business, Kansas State did as well, they would meet for the championship on Sunday. The coaches and the players certainly looking forward to it, as the Hawkeyes did not shoot well that particular night, made only 2 threes, quite a contrast to last night when the Hawkeyes set a school record of 20 made three-pointers on 33 attempts and had 6 different players doing it, and Taylor McCabe certainly led the charge in that category. 6 out of 7 from three-point range, a career-high 18 points. So both of these teams 2-0 coming into tonight's action down in Florida, as the Hawkeyes took care of Purdue Fort Wayne on Friday night 98-59, and then just dismantled the Eagles of Florida Gulf Coast 100-62. Incidentally, Florida Gulf Coast just knocked off North Carolina by a point in the previous contest, so they get 3rd place in the tournament. A good crowd on hand for Florida Gulf Coast, and many of those people will hang around for tonight's championship game. For Kansas State, they have defeated Western Kentucky 77-61, and then defeated ranked North Carolina yesterday 63-56. Both teams out on the court warming up, as the Wildcats will be the designated home team. At the basket to our right, the Hawkeyes in the black traveling uniforms, gold Iowa across the front, warming up to the basket to our left. Also, Hannah Stalkey, who did not play last night, was injured leg on Friday night, slipping underneath the basket. Did not play yesterday and is out again tonight. So the Hawkeyes expected to go with the same lineup they had last night with Kate Martin, Gabby Marshall, Sharon Goodman in the middle, Caitlin Clark, and Molly Davis in the backcourt. We'll get the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Also, Tiffany will be along with her keys to a Hawkeye victory. Round 2, Iowa and Kansas State coming up. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
To Italy and Sicily in September 2024 with Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited. Enjoy this melting pot of multicultural customs and cuisine and beautiful landscapes. After taking in Rome, we'll head down to the dramatic Sorrento coast and then journey from Italy's heel to its toe of Sicily. To learn more about this or any vacation, contact Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com. That's duagency.com.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus, all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/corngrowsiowa.
Welcome back to the Hertz Arena, Estero, Florida, as we've got championship basketball on this Sunday for the title for the Gulf Coast Showcase Championship as K-State and the Hawkeyes once again. Coach, just reflecting on yesterday's game, 20 made three-pointers, a school record, but I thought even more impressive than that was 6 different players knocked one down.
Yeah, I love that balance. I thought we shared the ball very well yesterday. I think we had 24 assists. But I also loved our defense. I thought we did a great job on the boards, finishing it. I thought our defense was really just did a great job of talking and really moving hard and being focused.
Yeah, we've talked about the bench and the versatility. 41 points off the bench, just outstanding production from a lot of different people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Taylor McCabe comes in, makes 6 threes, has a record night for us. But Sid, Kylie, Addie, all just contributing so much to our team, and really, really nice to have this great of a bench.
How about Hannah Stalkey tonight?
Not going to be dressing tonight, unfortunately. Hannah's going to be out a little bit longer.
We'll be back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
Well, Coach, of course, the Hawkeyes and the Wildcats played back on the 16th of November, and Kansas State came away with the victory. We talked about their defense and how long they are, make it difficult to get inside. What can you do offensively to maybe counteract that?
Yeah, and they really tried to slow the ball down. I'm sure they're going to slow the game down. They know we like to play at a fast tempo, and they really walked the ball down the court. And then they got it into Ioka Lee, and she's shooting, 66% from two-point range, which is very good. She's really hard to stop. But what it makes it really hard, besides them slowing the tempo, is just the length of them. They're very long, and they provide excellent help defense. And then they have Ioka Lee guarding the rim down there, so you don't get any rim baskets. You don't get any close baskets, and you really have to be able to knock down threes. And last time we only made 2 threes against them. So I just hope that a little bit more patience will give us better looks at the three.
Yeah, do they do a really good job of collapsing on the interior, plus that help side defense?
Very good job of that. I mean, they all drop to the level of the ball, so we're going to have to really focus on after drives, kind of hitting another drive, back-to-back drives, we like to call them, or if you drive, just jump stop. Don't try to shoot over all that help, because somebody's going to be open up by the free throw top of the key.
How important tonight to play at your pace versus playing that slow-down game?
Yeah, it's going to be important, but, at the same time, I think it kind of made us antsy that we weren't putting points on the board, and I don't really care about that. Because it's going to be lower scoring just because of the way they play. They're just take away possessions. So we just have to make our possessions count when we do have them.
Well, I'm sure the players are kind of looking forward to this, huh? A little payback action potentially?
I think they're really looking forward to this. And, in my opinion, it's just a great opportunity for a redemption game. It's you don't get this in the non-conference season very much. And so it would be really great to come out here and play Iowa basketball tonight. We know we didn't play to our best, but I don't know. Kansas State missed a lot of shots against us, too, so I don't know if they played their best either.
Yeah, it was a close game, came right down to the wire. Well, you have 500 wins. Have you ever played a team like this in almost, basically twice in 2 weeks?
I have never done that outside of conference season. We've done a lot during the conference, going into the conference tournament, but never in the non-conference.
All right, Coach, let's go get the Wildcats tonight.
Thanks, Rob.
Head Coach Lisa Bluter on the pregame show. We'll be back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while you're hard at work in class or on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Every Hawkeye game is fun, but some seasons are just special, like sold out before it even starts special. But you can still be there to see it. Play the Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket, and you can win a VIP game day experience to see Iowa women's basketball. The Countdown to Carver promotion from the Iowa Lottery is your chance to witness greatness and some really, really deep threes. To enter your ticket and see details, visit ialottery.com/VIP.
Number 5, Iowa at 6-1. The 6-0 Wildcats, number 16 in the country, really kind of burst on the scene with that victory in Iowa City back on the 16th of November. And then took care of North Carolina, another ranked team yesterday. So Kansas State 2-0 against the top 20. Both teams back out on the court. Hawkeyes, the basket to our left, and Kansas State to our right here at the Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. I know we're going back to, I'm going back to 3.5 inches of snow, but what a beautiful day down here. 85 degrees, nice little breeze. Very comfortable.
Perfection.
As you were going through your keys to the game, I'm sure you did it outside in the nice, fresh air.
Did some research on the teams. Obviously, we're familiar with Kansas State. Also did some reading, and just really had a great day down here.
Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, you can stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. And don't forget to experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, the Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Well, Tiffany, let's dive into your keys to the game. This is a matchup, as we've talked to a lot of fans back home and also down here that wanted to see. Exactly. Hawkeyes wanted it, and I'm sure K-State doesn't mind it because, hey, a championship's a championship, right?
Yeah, no, this is going to be a fun game tonight, and I think to start out is just defense. Kansas State, as we learned last time, and as we've seen throughout this tournament, they have a lot of offensive threats, and they play well both in the paint, behind the three-point line, and they can drive to the hoop. The Hawks down here this week have been playing incredible defense. They played an effective 2-3 matchup versus Purdue-Fort Wayne on Friday, and a very tough man-to-man defense last night that absolutely shut down Florida Gulf Coast. Tonight, the Hawks will need to keep their eyes, of course, on 6'6" center, Ayoka Lee, who pretty much, as Coach Bluter mentioned, sets up shop down low, and they'll want to try to force her out of the paint and get her out of that comfort zone. Of course, they'll want to keep their eyes on shooter Serena Sundell and Gisela Sanchez, who's coming off the bench and getting some good points in. Offensively, you know, as Coach Bluter again mentioned, and we all know, the difference in our last game was we could not shoot. We could not hit the broadside of the barn. So hopefully we get those shots back and are able to execute our offense. They are long, they are lengthy, they like to disrupt. Just take care of the ball tonight, and I think we'll see a different outcome.
The Hawks and the Wildcats all lined up at the free throw line as we'll get tonight's national anthem before starting lineups. National anthem tonight. Good crowd on hand, a lot of black and gold as expected, and pretty much baseline to baseline on both sides filled. This arena seats right around 7,000, and last night set a tournament record of almost 5,000 at right around 4,900 for the semifinal matchup. As we told you, the opening segment, unfortunately no Hannah Stalkey tonight. She will miss her second consecutive game as the Hawkeye starters about to be introduced. Kate Martin, Molly Davis, Caitlin Clark, Gabby Marshall, and Sharon Goodman. Goodman averaging 10.6 and 4.3 boards. Gabby Marshall, sensational last night as she was 4 out of 5 from three-point range, averaging 5.3. Caitlin Clark at 29-3, 6.6 in the rebounding category and 7.7 assists. Kate Martin at 10-3 and 5 boards. Molly Davis, who was really the star for the Hawkeyes against K-State the last time out, at 5-1 and 2-9 in the rebounding category. For Kansas State, Jalen Glenn, a 6'1 junior out of Kansas City, Missouri, averaging 5.7 and 4 rebounds a game. Serena Sundell, two-time All-Big Ten Honorable Mention Award winner, leads the team in assists. She's a 6'1 guard out of Maryville, Missouri. Briley Glenn, sister of Jalen, also a 6-foot guard, averaging 5.8 and 1.3 rebounds a contest. And then Gabby Gregory, 6-foot guard, transfer from Tulsa, Oklahoma, averaging 6.5 and 3.3. Aoka Lee, the 6'6" senior, All-American candidate, missed all of last year with a knee injury, out of Byron, Minnesota. Leading scorer for the Wildcats at 19-7 and 8.2. Not sparkling numbers offensively for Kansas State, as Coach Kluter said, like to keep the score down, defensive-oriented team, but they have got spectacular play off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, they last game let's see here. They saw Gisela Sanchez come off the bench with 15 points, and she is coming on strong. And of course, when we played the last time, it was the freshman Ziana Walker that played extraordinary defense on Caitlin Clark, and herself in that game had 12 points. So she's another player off the bench that we will want to keep an eye on. And as a team, they are averaging 22 points off the bench.
Tonight's opening tip-off brought to you by Farmers State Bank. Earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. Visit myfsbonline.com for complete details. Subject to approval. Minimum $50 deposit. Requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. Kansas State got off to a really good start against North Carolina last night, 16-8 after one. Lee and Goodman will jump, and Sharon wins the tap.
Wow.
Knocked it first and then went after it again and tipped it to Clark. Goodman has the basketball on the right wing. Holds it, turns and faces the hoop. Now gets it to Molly Davis on the right wing. She penetrates the paint, slips a pass inside to Sharon Goodman for the first basket of the ballgame.
Snuck around Lee. Very sneaky pass there. Great play led by Molly Davis.
A confident drive to the middle by Davis. Hawkeyes strike first. Glenn with a three-point basket right at the top of the key is good. Jalen Glenn, who is just 1 for 8 against North Carolina, 0 for 5 from 3. Confidently hits that one, and it's 3-2 in favor of the Wildcats. Here's Clark on the right wing. She'll pull from 15 off the left side of the iron. Rebound taken down by Sundell. Brings it across the timeline, angles right side, gives it off to Gregory for three, right wing no. Short, long rebound taken down by Davis across the timeline, and she spins away from the defense, drives, kicks it left side. Gabby Marshall for three, skips off the right side of the rim, but the rebound hustled down by Kate Martin. She gets it out to Clark in between the circles as she angles left side, and now will fire a three-pointer in and out. Goodman goes after the rebound, tipped away by Gregory into the hands of Sundell for Kansas State, up one early going. Sundell on the left wing, out behind the arc, now drives paint, stops, turns, pump fakes, now gives it to Glenn on the right wing. Gets it inside to Lee, now back to Glenn, knifing to the basket, shot no good. Strong into the hands of Goodman, ahead to Clark across the timeline. Caitlin angles left side, gets it back from Marshall, she'll fire a three left wing, rimming no. Clark starts 0 for 2 from deep. Here's Sundell into the front court. She'll take it herself all the way to the rim. Left-handed layup, no good. Goodman there for another rebound. Sharon will take a couple of dribbles and then asks for some help.
Looking for the point guard.
And gets it to Marshall, who crosses the timeline. Iowa down 3-2. Clark in between the circles, well away from the hoop. Now here's Martin, hands it to Davis. Slices down the right side. Floater is up and good from 6 feet. Well, we've seen that before.
It is her specialty. She finds the tallest person on the court, drives right to them, and just scoops it right over their head.
And that's the shot that was open the last time these
Exactly.
two teams met. Sundell lobs it into Lee. Turnaround jumper, a foot off the block, rattles around no. And Martin the rebound. Gets it to Molly Davis across the timeline. Right-handed dribble on the left side. Now brings it to the right side. Here's Martin. Everything outside of the arc for the Hawkeyes. Martin, free throw line extended right, dribbles between her legs, cross-court pass to Marshall. It's tipped, but Gabby able to get it with 9 to shoot. Here's Clark. Goes to the right, gets into the paint. Layup is up and no good, but a whistle.
I think Caitlin's disappointed she missed that shot, but again, she did a great job attacking Aoka Lee and sort of swooping the ball up, drawing the foul. That's important to get her in foul trouble. Was a foul on her?
Was on Lee. That's her first. And she got into a little bit of foul trouble in the last game, and then really didn't commit any fouls from that point on.
Ended up having a strong second half.
Yes, she did. At 22-12 against the Hawkeyes. Clark makes the first and the second. So Caitlin on the board. And the Hawkeyes have doubled up Kansas State early, 6-3. We're under 7 first quarter. Gregory, lob pass into Lee, caught it deep, layup good.
Sharon Goodman is playing some solid defense there, but that's where that height advantage comes in.
Marshall for three, left side, swish.
Nailed it. Great pass by Caitlin Clark. When Gabby Marshall is wide open and able to set her shot, she is almost going to make it every time.
4 for 5 last night. Hawkeyes go up 9-5. Here's Gregory trying to back her way in on the right block. Gets it to Lee. Shot blocked by Sharon Goodman. Goodman gets the rebound ahead to Marshall across the timeline. Hands it off to Clark. Goodman gives her a screen at the top of the key. Clark hesitates, drives in, layup all the way around the rim, and drops in.
Little twirly twirl and down. Great attack of the basket by Caitlin Clark.
And how about that seal by Goodman at the top of the key? 11-5 Hawkeyes. Glenn to Lee, back to Glenn. Working around the arc to Jalen. Glenn on the left wing. Drives baseline. Has to kick it back out. Three-pointer is short by Sundell. Long rebound to Clark across the timeline. Drives left side, now kicks it right side. Marshall with a three-pointer off the left side of the iron. Lee, the easy rebound. Hands it off to Serena Sundell. 11-5 Hawkeyes. Sundell all the way to the rim. Nobody cut her off. Right-handed layup good. Hawks slow the pace. In the front court, Clark. Jalen Glenn on her. Now hands it off to Davis. Rifles down the right side of the lane. There's that floater on the block. Two more from Molly Davis.
I just absolutely love it. I think Molly Davis has just turned the page. There's a confidence about her. She fears nobody, nothing. She is ready to play tonight.
What a different player from a season ago.
It's unbelievable.
Glenn drives the baseline, gets it back to Lee. She's 15 feet away from the hoop. Gives it to Jalen Glenn. Now Gregory, spin move, and the shot well contested by Martin is no good from 10 feet. Down court pass. Davis goes up left block and is fouled by Briley Glenn.
Again, her strength there. Mighty Molly is on full display tonight.
And how about the vision from Clark with the half-court pass?
Yeah. And I should add, the Hawks are playing a man-to-man and so far playing some really solid defense. Kate Martin had a great stop down there.
4:27 left to go in the first. Timeout on the floor. Iowa 13, Kansas State 7. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard? With 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Every Hawkeye game is fun, but some seasons are just special, like sold out before it even starts special. But you can still be there to see it. Play the Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket, and you can win a VIP game day experience to see Iowa women's basketball. The Countdown to Carver promotion from the Iowa Lottery is your chance to witness greatness and some really, really deep threes. To enter your ticket and see details, visit ialottery.com/VIP.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Molly Davis at the free throw line after being fouled, knocks down the first. She has 5. Remember, she had 10 against K-State in the first meeting.
She's
Second
close
one
to that.
is really good. Perfect shot by Davis, has 6. Hawkeyes 4 of their last 5 from the field, and on top 15-7. Kansas State goes to the bench. And a move on the inside by Maupin. 6'4", and took it strong and was fouled, and will get 2. Misfires on the first. .64 sophomore out of Webster Groves, Missouri. Swishes the second. That's her first point. Did not play in the first meeting. The Hawkeyes and the Wildcats, nor last night. Clark lost control of the ball, almost taken away by Jalen Glenn. 15-8 Iowa. Sydney Falter into the game, goes hard to the rim as she made a spin move, got up on the left block, and is pushed and fouled.
Sydney Falter has that quick first dribble and just sort of reverse dribbled and got to the hoop and got to the free throw line.
Sydney Falter's first is good. That's her first point tonight, coming off of 12 points and 4 rebounds last night, averaging 7 boards a contest. Jalen Glenn picked up the foul. Second one no good. Rebound taken down by Sanchez into the game. 16-8 in favor of Iowa. We're under 4 first quarter. Sundell angles left side behind the arc. The Fulter comes out on her. Walker also into the game. Tried to get it inside. The ball batted up in the air by Clark into the hands of Gabby Marshall. Back to Clark. Logo 3 left wing. Rattles it in.
That was deep. That was from deep.
Caitlin trying to get the crowd involved, and she has succeeded. Sundell, paint, turnaround jumper is good. Serena Sundell with 4. 19-10. Hawkeyes by 9 with the ball. Here's Clark being defended by Glenn on the right wing. Lob pass in. Addie O'Grady. Left-handed layup is swatted away by Maupin. And the ball goes out of bounds, but will stay with the Hawkeyes on the baseline.
There's a great pass by Caitlin Clark. You can see the athleticism in Maupin, who's now grabbing a seat, but no harm, no foul. We'll get the ball back, and as we saw from the last game, we have executed well on our baseline out-of-bounds play. So
Kylie Feuerbach comes in for Gabby Marshall. Remember, this is 3 games in 3 days for both of these teams. Clark for 3 off the inbounds play. Shot is no good, deep in the left corner. And both teams go after the rebound. And I think Sydney Fulter tapped it out of bounds along the baseline. Wildcats basketball. Hawkeyes up 9 with 3 minutes left to go first quarter. K-State will walk it across the timeline with Serena Sundell. Has 384 assists, 8 all-time K-State history. Fires a three-pointer long straight away. Fulter the rebound, gets it to Clark, racing across the timeline. Now to Molly Davis, free throw line extended right, back to Caitlin. Caitlin at the logo on the right side, holds the ball, now gets that right-handed dribble going. Hawkeyes with 5 out of the paint. Now Clark drives baseline, whips it into the corner. Molly Davis puts it on the floor. Now Feuerbach in between the circles. Fulter, right wing, brings it into the paint 14 feet away. Now O'Grady 6 to shoot. And now Feuerbach going to try to have to get something up. And she does. That's a wild shot off the glass. Shot clock violation. Sundell into the front court for the Wildcats of K-State. Hawkeyes by 9. Sanchez at the elbow, tries to back her way in, pulls up her dribble. Nice job defensively by Fulter. Now left side, Sundell lobs it into Lee. Spins, baseline shot, no good. And a foul will be called on Addie O'Grady.
That's a little bit frustrating. Addie O'Grady actually played some great defense, moved along with Lee, and I felt like could have gone either way on that. So it's disappointing to see her have to sit with 2 fouls.
Yeah, Lee got the ball on the left block and then turned toward the baseline. And O'Grady picks up her first. Lee to the free throw line. Short on the first attempt. Goodman back into the game. Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl tour. Proud to announce the Hawkeyes will be going bowling. Travel Leaders Destination Unlimited. Second shot, no good. Is Iowa's leader for game tickets, air travel, and hotel. You can sign up to automatically receive official bowl travel information at HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central. Announcement a week from today. Floater, Davis, paint, no. Rebound taken down by Sanchez. Had 15 last night. Points and 5 rebounds. Sundell had it tapped away by Feuerbach on the right wing, out of bounds. It'll stay with K-State. And Iowa still up 9. We've been stuck on 19-10 for quite some time. 1:35 left to go. Cats get it in. Here's Glenn. Drives down the left side of the lane and has it stolen away by Sydney Fulter. Gets it to Clark across the timeline. Caitlin hesitates. Fires a 3. Swish from the left wing. Little shake at the top of the key. 2 dribbles to the left. Off balance 3. Clark with 10.
Again, her obviously one of the best in the game of being able to step back and create that space.
Walker drives it down the right side of the paint, lays it up and in. Nice move. Remember, she had 12 against Iowa.
Yes, she is one we want to definitely keep our eye on.
Clark gets it to Feuerbach for 3, right wing. Yes. Splashes it home.
Synergy right there. Caitlin Clark could have taken that shot. She passed it to Kylie, who crushed it.
25-12 Hawkeyes. Feuerbach had 2 threes last night. Cats will try to answer with a 3, and they do so with Ziana Walker. Hit that one from the left wing. She's got a quick 5. Hawks by 10, 25-15. 25 seconds left to go. First quarter, Hawks can hold for the final shot. Jeff Mitty looks on. Here's Clark. Tries to scoot away from Glenn. Glenn's still there. Caitlin out near the timeline. We're at 8 seconds. Now she drives top of the key, hesitates, drops it inside to Sharon Goodman. Layup good.
Just fun basketball right there. Caitlin Clark and her basketball IQ. I mean, it is a thing of beauty. And she just baited Sanchez to get that pass and get an easy 2 for Sharon Goodman.
Clark in command, drove to the left side, outside the arc, maybe a step in, and then Sharon Goodman wide open down on the right block. The bounce pass across the lane, and Sharon laid it up for her second basket. We've played 10 minutes. Iowa 27, Kansas State 15. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/corngrowsiowa.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at U.S. Cellular. So you can connect with all your family members this holiday season, like your snowbird grandparents, your adorable nieces, or your favorite uncle. Just think, with any phone free from U.S. Cellular, you could even call your aunt who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Everyone can get the gift of connection at U.S. Cellular. Get any phone free today. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
K-State will start the second quarter with the basketball. Walker working the left side of the floor. Hawkeyes on top, 27-15. Now making a move is Sanchez in the paint. Her runner, no. Goodman the rebound. Gets it to Clark. Down court pass. Who's it intended for? A couple of Hawkeyes were there. Martin. But K-State picked it off. Gets it down the court quickly. There's a reverse layup on the baseline by Walker. She has 7. That was a little bit of a wild pass from Caitlin Clark that time. Clark gets a Goodman screen, top of the key, gets into the paint, goes up strong with the left hand and finishes off the window.
Just that slight hesitation on her left side got her a wide open layup.
Clark with 12, 29-17. Lee on the right wing, off the block. Now gets it back to Sides, who just came into the game. Outstanding three-point shooter. And here's Clark with a steal. They tried to get it back to the point. Clark drives in, right-handed layup. No good. A little bit strong, and she can't believe that she missed it. I think she was waiting for some contact. The Cats quickly down court. Shot is up and no good from the right wing. And Gregory missed that one, and then we've got a whistle. Both teams going after the basketball. Walker will pick up the foul for Kansas State. Her first, team's first in the quarter. Remember, we were stuck at 19-10 for quite a while in the first quarter. That was 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Both teams. Here's Clark in between the circles. Whips a pass right wing to Martin. Now in the corner, Marshall back to Kate. Bounce pass to Goodman, 10 feet from the hoop. Back to Marshall, working the right side of the court. Now back to Clark. She'll fire a 25-footer. Short. Rebound taken down by Sanchez. 29-17. Hawkeyes, 8-10, second quarter. Sanchez gives a screen to Sides. Now back to Sanchez, trying to get it inside to Lee. And a foul will be called on Sharon Goodman.
Yeah, she just couldn't quite get her footwork and get around Lee. It is a constant work for our post down low tonight to defend her for sure.
And Sharon working hard in there and working hard on the inside off the inbounds play is Gabby Gregory, who scores in the paint for her first basket. And it's 29-19. Kansas State back to within 10. Here's Davis. Davis on the right wing, gives it to Clark, right side, spins, paint, shot, no good. Partially blocked by Walker. And K-State brings it across the timeline with Sides. Sides. Now Walker, free throw line extended right. Gregory tries to back her way in 10 feet from the hoop, drops it inside to Lee. Turnaround jumper, paint is good, and a foul on Sharon Goodman.
And now we've got some foul trouble with our bigs. Addie O'Grady sitting out with 2, and Sharon Goodman just committed her second. This is where not having Stolke is impacting us.
And Lee will come to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Free throw, no good. But Sanchez does come down with a rebound, and then Sydney Folter tapped it out of bounds along the baseline. It will stay with K-State. Hawkeyes on top by 8. 7:18 left to go second. Sundell comes back in for K-State with 4 points. She had 16 against the North Carolina Tar Heels yesterday. Sundell throws it in to Sanchez. Mid-range jumper, left wing, good. That's her first basket, averaging 6.8. Feuerbach into the front court for Iowa on top, 29-23. Second quarter action from Florida. Marshall in between the circles. Now Martin, free throw line extended left. Here's Molly Davis, fakes left, gets into the paint. Floater from 12, no good. Rebound taken down by Sundell. Sundell in the front court, gets it to Lee, top of the key, now to Gregory for 3, right wing, short. Nice box out by Feuerbach, and the ball comes to Molly Davis across the timeline. Davis on the left wing. To Martin in between the circles. Now dribbles to the right wing. Feuerbach behind the arc in that same area. Now A.J. Ediger getting early minutes with the foul trouble that Tiffany talked about. And she tried to get a pass to Molly Davis, picked off by Jalen Glenn. Gives it to Sundell.
The Hawks are going to need to dig deep here on defense.
And Sanchez kind of bails him out. A wild three-pointer just right at the top of the key. That's an air ball. And the ball goes out of bounds along the baseline. 29-23 Iowa. Led 27-15 after 1.
Yeah, Kansas State is on a 6-0 run over the last minute, 10 seconds. 3 for 3 on their field goals.
And the Hawkeyes have not scored for 2:25, 0 for the last 4. Clark back in the game. Folter, top of the key, hands it to Marshall as they weave around the outer arc. Now Davis, left wing. Here's Clark at the elbow, kicks it to Molly Davis for 3, skips off the right side of the rim, missed that one deep in the left corner, rebound Kansas State. Sundell across the timeline, whips it around the arc to Gregory for 3, left wing, swish, timeout, Iowa.
Iowa's going to want to, Coach Bluter's going to want to use this timeout to regroup her team, get them settled, remind them on offense to execute screens, run the plays. A little bit sloppy basketball here over the last couple minutes for the Hawkeyes.
After really having a terrific first quarter, led 27-15, and Kansas State has started to shoot the ball much better. They're on a 6-0 run the last 2:10, and now have upped their percentage from the field to 45.5. Throughout the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa. Today's sponsor, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, knows you're here for every fadeaway, every alley-oop, every buzzer beater, and Wellmark is here for every moment as well. With trusted health coverage, committed to making health care better. Learn more at wellmark.com/health. iowa.com/hoops. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Well, the Hawks have to get back comfortable shooting the ball after that really good first 10 minutes, and especially when Caitlin got hot. Got the crowd into it. Need to get back in that mode.
Exactly. And also, not only did Caitlin get hot, but she had some incredible passing. And right now, they're just not. There's no synergy that we're seeing out there like we did in the first quarter.
Let's hope the Hawks can change that with this possession. Here's Clark coming off a screen in between the circles. Glenn on her. Now to a Fulter who drives hard to the rim, goes up strong, but has it blocked away by the 6'6" Lee. Here's Sundell in the front court. Cross-court pass to Gregory. She's starting to feel the hot hand and then drops it inside to Lee, who makes a move to the basket and scores. Lee with 6. Clark to Marshall for 3. Left wing. Skips off the right side of the iron, and the ball knocked out of bounds, but touched last by Lee. Hawkeyes will have it underneath. On top now only by 1 at 29-28, 5:04 second. Clark will inbounds. Box set for the Hawkeyes. Clark looks inside. That not open like it was yesterday. Now Clark just gets it in to beat the 5-second call. Finds Martin on the right wing. Kate turns. Can't get free. Kicks it back out to Clark. And now Clark will fire a three-pointer. Top of the key and drop it in.
Much needed three-pointer. I'm sure the team is breathing a little sigh of relief just to kind of keep in the lead.
Caitlin with 15. Inside Lee, triple team, goes up and scores. Hawkeyes have gone with a small lineup.
Yep, and this is going to pose a big-time difficulty for them in stopping Aoka Lee.
Hawks by 2 with the basketball. Here's Marshall in between the circles. Kate Martin on the right wing. Now puts the ball on the floor, gets to the paint. Kicks it back out to Molly Davis. Left to the top of the key. 10 to shoot for the Hawkeyes. Clark working hard to try to get free. Sundell now on her. Davis with 4 in between the circles. Molly turns the corner. Layup good at the buzzer. They'll take a look at it. Next dead ball.
Wow. Again, not afraid to attack. That's maybe the third time that she's gone right at Aoka Lee tonight and capitalized on that.
Boy, how did she get that up in all that traffic? Right now, Iowa leads by 4. Sanchez eyes a 3 left wing. That scoots off the right side of the rim and calmly goes out of bounds. Iowa basketball. As Taylor McCabe appears for the first time, coming off a career-high 18 last night on 6 of 7 from 3.
And the good thing when we have been rotating players in and out is it's exciting. You never know who's going to catch fire. You never know who's going to make a big play. And obviously we saw last night that Taylor McCabe can step up in big ways. 41 bench points for the Hawkeyes. Martin spins paint, calmly knocks it down from 10. I love when Kate Martin kind of posts up, gets big down low. She mentioned in her couple games ago that she's focused on that during the summer, those big power shots, working very well for her this year. Hawks
by 6. Sundell with the basketball on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Sanchez, eyes a 3, knocks it down. Make that Jalen Glenn. Glenn with her second three-pointer. She was 0 for 5 last night. That pulls the Wildcats to within 3. Here's McCabe in between the circles. Right side of Fulter. Puts the ball on the floor. Now Molly Davis in that same area outside the arc. 12 to shoot. Here's Clark, right wing. Trying to get something in the air. Now drives, spins paint, whips a pass left side of Fulter for 3. Short. Goes after her own rebound, but it's corralled by Sundell. Quickly down court. Now Briley Glenn on the left wing. She'll fire a three-pointer off the back of the bracket. Clark the weak side rebound. Hawks by 3 with the basketball. Here's Clark. Maneuvers down the left side. Now to Kate Martin, left wing. She weaves toward the basket. Now fires to McCabe for 3. Right side, no. And a rebound by Briley Glenn. She's bumped. Hawkeye foul.
Kate Martin definitely found the person you want to pass the ball to in Taylor McCabe. It was a great shot and a great decision by Kate to pass it up. I think offensively the Hawkeyes are being patient and looking for their best shot and staying in the groove here.
Martin picks up the foul. Hawks by 3. K-State with the basketball. 1:55 left to go until halftime. Here's Jalen Glenn. Tried to get it inside to Lee, and it's stolen away by Kate Martin. Gets it to Clark in the front court. Now back to Kate in between the circles. Reverse the ball to McCabe. Now a Fulter in the corner. She'll fire a three-pointer. Skipped off the right and left side of the iron into the hands of Serena Sundell. And K-State will walk it across the timeline with 1:30 left to go, second quarter. Hawkeyes on top, 36-33. Jeff Mitty calls the play he wants to see with 12 to shoot. Sundell on the right wing. Now they get the ball on the left side to Glenn, and a whistle. And Sydney Fulter will pick up the personal foul. That's her first. Ball possession for the Wildcats. Serena Sundell will inbounds it along the baseline, does so, and then now gets it back and fires a three-pointer deep in the left corner.
Not the three-pointer we wanted to see. But right now the Hawks have a minute. Aoka Lee is on Sydney Fulter. They want to keep her out of the lane and then penetrate inside.
And Clark does just that, but then has it taken away by Briley Glenn. Both teams go after the ball. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Iowa with 54.4 on the clock. Second quarter action. We're tied at 36. Yeah, nobody in the paint that time.
Exactly.
And that really paved the way for Clark. Just good defense by Kansas State, as we've certainly seen in the two ball games. Hawks get it in, a Fulter in between the circles. Now Clark on the right side tries to make a move, and a bump will be called on Jalen Glenn. That'll be 2.
Yep.
And ball possession for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And Jeff Mitty on the official.
Not happy about that.
Hawks get it in. 17 on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock. Tied at 36. Martin. Now a Fulter from the right wing gets into the paint. Skips it back out to Molly Davis for 3 right side. Swish, barely hit the net. It was so pure.
You have got to be kidding me. What a shot. Molly Davis with 11 points. Her team to compete against is Kansas State for sure.
Had 10 the previous meeting. Hawks by 3. K-State can pretty much hold it for the final shot. Here's Sundell. Gives it to Glenn. Gets it to Gregory. Little high-low action to Lee, and she puts it up and in. Here's Clark across the timeline. Angles left side. Spins. And then has to try to deliver the ball to Kate Martin. And time expires in the second quarter. So the Wildcats score the final 2, but the Hawkeyes lead by 1. We are at the half. Iowa 39, Kansas State 38. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
We are at the half, 39-38. As of now, remember, we're reviewing a Molly Davis layup.
Right, because the rule is if there's a shot clock violation.
And I think it's going to count.
Looks like it is. But the rule, correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, or if I understand it correctly, if it's a shot clock violation, they wait to review it until immediate timeout or a quarter or a half. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. And they signaled right away that they were going to take a look at it. They just did. And it is a good basket by Molly Davis, who has 11. Set up the best zone defense for home heating costs this winter. Tune up your furnace, seal up drafts around your home, and visit MidAmericanEnergy.com to find more ways to keep warm with less energy. Hawks led after one, 27-15. Lead by one at the half, 39-38. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and 2024 CR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Brought to you by Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Hy-Vee, score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. And by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. This is the Bud Light Halftime Show. Now back to courtside.
Kansas State outscored the Hawkeyes in the second 23-12, but Iowa leads it 39-38. This is the Bud Light Halftime Show. Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. It's now time for our halftime stats report, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the all-new, totally free Hy-Vee Perks membership.
All right. Well, we've got Caitlin Clark leading all scorers for the University of Iowa. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Followed by Molly Davis with the hot hand tonight. 11 points, 2 rebounds. And then after that, it's kind of been quiet for some of our other typical scorers. Sharon Goodman got into foul trouble. 4 points with 4 rebounds. Gabby Marshall with 3 points. Kylie Feuerbach with 3 points. Kay Martin with 2. For the Kansas State Wildcats, Ayoka Lee started to heat up, especially in that second quarter. 10 points, 6 rebounds. Serena Sundell, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Jalen Glenn, 6 points. Gabby Grigori, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Zayana Walker, 7 points. And Gisela Sanchez with 2 points, 4 rebounds. Really strong second quarter shooting for the Wildcats, shooting at 62% as our bigs got in foul trouble and Ayoka Lee heated up. Lots of L's in that sentence.
Yes, Ayoka Lee has 10. She had 22 and 12 against the Hawkeyes in the first meeting. Iowa 6 out of 17 from 3, 5 of 12 for Kansas State. On the scoreboard, Iowa 39, Kansas State 38. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Escape to Italy and Sicily in September 2024 with Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited. Enjoy this melting pot of multicultural customs and cuisine and beautiful landscapes. After taking in Rome, we'll head down to the dramatic Sorrento coast and then journey from Italy's heel to its toe of Sicily. To learn more about this or any vacation, contact Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com. That's duagency.com.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord hybrid or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V hybrid. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Accord hybrid and 2024 CR-V hybrid.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Every Hawkeye game is fun, but some seasons are just special, like sold out before it even starts special. But you can still be there to see it. Play the Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket, and you can win a VIP game day experience to see Iowa women's basketball. The Countdown to Carver promotion from the Iowa Lottery is your chance to witness greatness and some really, really deep threes. To enter your ticket and see details, visit ialottery.com/VIP.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Hawks with a slim lead at the half, 39-38. Congratulations to the Iowa wrestlers this afternoon. 19 in a row against Iowa State, winning the meet 18-14 in Ames. Scores from around the country. Women's basketball, Mississippi State will defeat Tulsa. 24 seconds left to go in that one, 102-58. Ohio State over Cornell, 83-40. These are all finals. Louisville, 81. Gonzaga, 70. Baylor, 93. Alcorn State, 47. Stanford over University of Albany, 79-35. And earlier today, right here in Estero, it was Florida Gulf Coast. Team Iowa beat last night over North Carolina, number 18 in the country, 65-64. Hawks by 1, 39-38, back out on the court. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Hawks got off to a great start in the first quarter, led 27-15. Kansas State outscores Iowa 23-12 in the second. Hawks by 1, 39-38, led by 13 at the 51-second mark of the first. Kansas State's big lead of 1 point. Also early on in the first quarter, Hawks went on a 5-0 run in the first, but Kansas State went on an 11-0 run midway through the second quarter. The Hawks have led for 17 minutes and 27 seconds, 143 for K-State. Iowa with 16 points in the paint, Kansas State with 20. Both teams doing a good job taking care of the basketball. Iowa with only 2 turnovers, 4 for K-State. Stick around, should be a terrific second half. Iowa 39, K-State 38. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com.
Just about ready to start the third quarter. Hawkeyes clinging to a 1-point advantage, 39-38. Join the Iowa Lottery VIP Club and enter to win tickets to see sold-out Iowa women's basketball with the Countdown to Carver promotion. Play Hawkeye Gold scratch tickets today. Hawkeye basketball also presented by U.S. Sailor. Built for the Hawkeyes. They're built for great interceptions and better reception. Watching touchdowns instead of touch screens and waving before streaming. After all, game day only comes once a week. U.S. Sailor, built for us. Kansas State will start with the basketball. Third quarter action just underway. Working around the arc. Basket to our left. Get it into Lee. Hawkeye starting 5 back out there. Now back out to Glenn. Her three-pointer no good from the left wing. And Martin gets the rebound. Ahead to Clark in the front court. Thought about a 3 left side. Now gets it to Gabby Marshall. Wide open three-pointer, no. Martin goes after the rebound. Saves it to Marshall. Now to Clark on the left side. Great hustle by Kate Martin. Now inside, Sharon Goodman, left-handed layup. A little bit strong, came off the front of the rim. Rebound to Sundell. Across the timeline for K-State. Still 39-38 Iowa. Nobody has scored in the first 50 seconds, third quarter. Sundell tries to change that and does. Just drives all the way to the basket. Left-handed layup, good.
She's a great player. We know that she has a lot of potential to score, but we can't let her have a layup to the basket.
Too easy. Martin, free throw line extended right for the Hawkeyes. K-State grabs the lead by 1. Here's Davis at the top of the key, racing down the right side of the lane. Scoop layup, good. Just crawled over the right side.
Yeah, and wide open layup.
Molly Davis with 13.
And she kind of continues that fearless play.
She's scored 23 points so far in the 2 games against K-State. Lee gets into the paint, turnaround jumper, no good. Got her off the block that time.
I was just going to say, that's exactly what we want, is her to take a shot off the block.
Clark misfires, three-point range, left side. Rebound down to the Wildcats in transition. Here's Sundell on the right wing. Glenn in between the circles. Gets it to sister Jalen Glenn. Now Gabby Gregory tries to make a move in the paint, drops it off for Lee. Turnaround jump shot from the paint is good off Sharon Goodman. Remember, Goodman and O'Grady both with 2 fouls. You don't want to pick that third one up here early.
They're going to want to play it smart on defense because we need somebody to match Lee down low.
Goodman has the ball about 10 feet from the hoop, drops it off for Molly Davis. Scoop shot, no. Goodman goes after the rebound, puts it up and in with the left hand.
Excellent team basketball there. And of course, again, Molly Davis attacked Lee, got Lee on her, and so Sharon Goodman was there for an easy rebound and easy putback.
Hawks go back up by 1, and this time tried to get it to Lee down on the right block, and it's knocked out of bounds on the baseline by Sharon Goodman. Sundell will trigger it in on the baseline, floats a pass to Briley Glenn, now to Gregory. Lee back to Gregory. She tries to make a move in the paint, then has to kick it back out to Sundell in between the circles. Now left side, Glenn for 3. Knocks this one down from the left wing. K-State goes up by 2. Clark into the front court. Angles right side. Now uses a screen to get to the free throw line. 14-foot jump shot. Rolls in for Caitlin Clark.
Absolute perfection there.
17 for Clark. Good use of the screen by Sharon Goodman. Wildcats with the ball and a whistle.
That's a disappointing call.
Lee was 13 feet away from the hoop, and a push is going to be called on Sharon Goodman, and there's the third foul that we talked about. She'll come out of the game at the 6:40 mark.
That's a bummer, and now, of course, O'Grady's in and needs to play just as smart of basketball because she also has 2 fouls.
It'll be ball possession for the Wildcats. We're tied at 45. 6:40 left to go, third. Maupin comes back in for Kansas State. Played briefly in the first half at 6'4". Giving Lee a quick breather. Here's Sundell, turnaround jumper, paint no. Davis the rebound in the paint and racing into the front court. Now to Clark, left side three, got it!
Oh, swish, nothing but net. In transition, what a shot by Caitlin Clark.
And really went up on balance in transition.
Yeah, what a shot.
And there were a couple of white jerseys right there. But the release of Caitlin Clark did the job. Timeout on the court. 6:18 left to go in the third. Iowa 48, Kansas State 45. What else would you expect? This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships. Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluter and Fran McCaffrey this fall. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Hey Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Rob Brooks and Tiffany Reedy courtside, Estero, Florida. Championship game of the Gulf Coast Showcase. Iowa by 3, 48-45. K-State with the basketball after the timeout. Here's Walker into the game, racing down the right side, and we're going to have an off-the-ball foul, a push on K-State.
Gabby Marshall went down to the ground. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but she definitely got knocked. She looks okay.
We'll get Maupin for her first. She's defending Addie O'Grady in there with Sharon Goodman picking up that third personal foul. Hawks in the front court. Lob pass to O'Grady, goes up strong and finishes, and a whistle underneath. A chance for three.
Okay, that just makes me happy to see Addie go in, get the pass, maintain her composure. The pass was a little bit overshot to her. She somehow grabbed it on the left side, swooped in on the right side for the layup and the foul.
What an entry pass by
Yes.
Kate Martin. Free throw, O'Grady, perfect.
Beautiful.
51-45, the Hawkeyes go up by 6. Lee still on the bench for K-State. Here's Sundell, free throw line extended right. Gets it to Gregory. On the right wing, she fakes, lobs a pass inside to Sundell, and then tried to get a ball into Maupin along the baseline. And Jeff Mitty has seen enough of that, is going to get Sanchez off the bench as Briley Glenn will come out. Hawks by 6, and here comes Lee.
The Hawks are getting back into the groove. They're on an 8-0 run over the last minute, 4-4 field goal percentage, and you can just tell they're feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Hawkeye basketball on top by 6. 5:38 left to go in the third. Here's Clark across the timeline, angles right side, goes to the baseline, kicks it back out for Gabby Marshall. Sanchez on her. Gabby turns, now drives down the right side toward the baseline. Has to kick it back out to Davis. Molly free throw line extended right. Now back to Clark. In between the circles. Walker on her. Bounce pass into Martin. She's going to be called for traveling. Tried to make a spin move in the paint. Create some space and just drug that pivot foot.
And I am going to blame it yet again on this hockey arena sort of environment. I think the floor is slippery and it's causing a lot of those little slides and slips.
Walker down the left side of the lane. A left-handed layup is up and good. She's got 9, had 12 against Iowa in the first meeting. 51-47. Hawkeyes on top of the basketball. Here's Davis. Along the baseline, kicks it back out to Clark for 3. This shot is short, and the ball bounces out of bounds.
Time out, everybody.
And we'll have timeout on the court. Is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses, United Healthcare and Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball all season. Empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Hawks on top 51-47 as Iowa 4 of their last 5 from the floor. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Preparation. It's the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Hawkeyes on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pre-game routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Hawkeye Pride, powered locally.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
It was determined that Iowa would have the basketball, and they worked the ball around the perimeter and then drop it inside to Addie O'Grady, who goes up strong and finishes and has a chance for a three-point play. At the free throw line, Addie puts it up and in. So O'Grady with 8 points in the quarter.
And just big minutes right here. Important minutes and important plays that she has produced here.
Walker gets into the paint. Shot is up and no good off Clark. Iowa 54, Kansas State 47. Approaching 4 left to go in the third. Here's Kate Martin for 3. Swishes this one left to the top of the key.
Wow, big time shot there. There was a miscommunication by Kansas State on who was going to stay on Clark, and Kate Martin took advantage of it with the huge 3. Sides
tries to get it back. 3-pointer right wing, no. Long rebound, and a foul will be called on Iowa. Is that going to go against O'Grady? If so, that'll be her 3rd. O'Grady or a Fulter. We'll check that. 57-47. Hawkeyes on top. Lee with the basketball for K-State. Gets it back to Gregory on the right wing. Holds the ball and then barely gets it off to Walker. Sydney Fulter will be charged with the foul, not O'Grady. Now Walker gets away a 3-pointer as the shot clock expired. Missed it. Rebound Hawkeyes. O'Grady with the catch along the baseline to Feuerbach. Back to Clark for 3. No good off the right side of the rim. Rebound on the weak side, taken down by Sides.
The crowd wanted that. They were ready for that 3-pointer.
They sure were. Hawkeyes took it in deep, kicked it back out to Clark. Now inside Lee goes to work, lays it up and in off the window.
And really all Addie O'Grady can do and should do at this point is stay as straight up as possible. She's going to lose a few points there, but it's better to have her in the game at this point than in foul trouble.
Hawks by 8. Clark gets the pass to a Fulter on the left wing. Now Kate Martin, free throw line extended left. Clark in between the circles. Tries to make a move. Kicks it off to Martin. 3-pointer left wing. Count it. Kate Martin.
Unbelievable. People stepping up in huge ways this game. The crowd loves it. Big time play.
Hawks by 11. Lee gets it in deep, then throws it away. That's over and back on K-State. Iowa basketball at midcourt. On top 60-47, 2:17 third. That gets the crowd into it.
What a fun stretch. And again, because so many people have contributed to this run, 7-9 on the last shots that the Hawkeyes have taken.
Crowd is on its feet. Clark in between the circles. Now to a Fulter. Makes a move in the paint. Tries to slip a pass inside to O'Grady. It was well covered. Now back to Clark. Caitlin angles right side, free throw line extended. Makes a move, wanted a 3, gives it to O'Grady. Back to Clark, and then she tried to make a move, and the help defense with Walker swiped it away. Walker brings it into the front court on the right wing for K-State. Now to Glenn, has an open 3, just skimmed the right side of the rim. A Fulter the rebound, ahead to Clark across the timeline. Now right side Marshall. Gabby will slow the pace and bring the ball out in between the circles and drop it off for Sydney Fulter. Almost a carry of the basketball.
Or a double dribble.
Now here's Marshall, makes a move. Shot from 16, no good, right wing. Rebound taken down by Sanchez. Gets it ahead to Sundell, 60-49 Hawkeyes. Cats with the basketball. Here's Sundell, cross court to Sanchez. She gets it back from Walker. Now Walker gets it back from Sanchez. Can't do anything with 11 to shoot. Into Lee. Turnaround shot is up and good on the right block. And the foul on O'Grady counted. And a chance for 3 for Ioka Lee.
Yeah, that's a bummer. And it'll be interesting to see here the decision that Coach makes. Does she leave Addie in? Does she take her out? Looks like at the moment she's going to leave her in.
Kate Martin going to the scorer's table. Lee has a free throw, puts it in the air, drops it in. She has 17. 60-52, Hawks by 8. O'Grady will stay in. Sharon Goodman picked up her third at the 6:40 mark of this quarter. Fulter, who also has 3, will sit down.
I think I like this decision. Well, obviously, there's a minute left, but...
Here's Clark. Gets an O'Grady screen for 3. Nothing but net. Left to the top of the key.
I just can't. It is so unbelievable to see those shots. Wow, huge shot.
Inside, Lee goes to work on the right block. That shot spins out. O'Grady the rebound. 63-52. Hawkeyes on top. Clark walks it across the timeline with 30 seconds. About 4-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Clark out near the timeline. Walker on her. Caitlin dribbles the ball in between her legs. Not in any hurry yet with 8 on the shot clock. Now gets an O'Grady screen. Thought about a step back 3. Kicks it off to Kate Martin for 3. No good. Left wing. Glenn the rebound. 4 seconds for the Cats. Sundell across the timeline. Top of the key. Throws up a shot at the buzzer and gets it to go.
Wow.
It's a long 2. They will check it, but it looked like it was off in time.
It was almost like a very free throw extended, almost hook shot. I mean.
And the ball deadened on the back of the bracket then just dropped in.
That's just kind of pure luck.
Didn't they hit a half-court shot?
I think so.
In the second quarter back in Iowa City? We've seen too many of those. But anyway, we will head to the fourth quarter with the Hawkeyes on top, 63-54. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard with 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and 2024 CR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Hawkeyes start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Here's Molly Davis, top of the key. Gets it to Kate Martin, angles right side. Now Gabby Marshall, 15 to shoot. Sundell did knock down that two-pointer. Counted, she has 11, and a whistle away from the ball as Clark had it on the right wing. Wildcats pick up the foul. Hawks get it in. Here's Clark in the paint. Now in the corner, Gabby Marshall rattles around, no good. Weak side board to Kate Martin. Now to Molly Davis, who will back it up. Sharon Goodman back in there and has the basketball. Beautiful pass. Molly Davis to Sharon Goodman.
Just textbook right there. I mean, it's just fun basketball right now.
65-54 Iowa. Walker on the right wing. Now Sundell in between the circles. Marshall on her. Dribbles it to the left side. Now Jalen Glenn gets down on the left block. Has to kick it back out to Walker. Now Sanchez, top of the key. Backs her way in the paint. Turnaround pass inside to Walker. She wasn't ready for it, and it's batted up in the air into the hands of Clark into the front court. Caitlin angles right side. She's doubled, gets it to Davis. Cross-court pass now to Martin, who puts the ball on the floor. And on her way to the rim, a foul is called on K-State.
Obviously, Kansas State, is a great team, but in a game like this, all the little things matter. So the drives and drawing the fouls, and the Hawks can slowly chip away at the Wildcats.
Sundell the foul, 65-54 Iowa with the lead in the basketball. Here's Clark along the baseline, tries to drop it inside to Sharon Goodman, and she's tied up immediately. And it's a jump ball situation, and the arrow favors K-State.
Probably too many people in the paint right there, but I do appreciate that Caitlin is seeing the value in moving the ball around and getting the ball inside.
Now that's that collapsing help side defense. Yep. Hawks on top by 11 as Sundell, a wide open three-pointer, right wing, drills it. She has 14, had 16 against North Carolina last night. Clark walks it across the timeline, 65-57. Almost 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Clark gets into the paint, goes up, window, no, gets her own rebound, and drops it off to Goodman, who hands it off to Clark. Now right wing, Martin will fire a three-pointer, short. Rebound in the paint taken by Sanchez. Gets it to Glenn in the front court for K-State. She brings it to the right side. Now lob pass into Sanchez. Goes to work in the paint. Turnaround jumper short. Into the hands of Kate Barton. Now to Clark. This is a better pace for the Hawkeyes than in the first meeting. Clark gets into the paint. Goes up and can't finish the 10-footer, but is slapped on the wrist. Jalen Glenn picks up her third. Free throws Clark. Working together is how you win. That's why Mid-American Energy's roster of wind, solar, and other energy sources works together to keep your service safe and reliable 24/7. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. First free throw, good. Clark, second, perfect. 25 for Caitlin Clark. Had 24 in the first meeting, but had to shoot 32 times to get it. Here's Walker into the paint. Had the ball knocked away, gets it back out. 67-57, Hawks by 10. Now into the corner. Walker, 13 to shoot. Glenn on the left side. Sanchez, top of the key, drops it inside to Lee, goes up with a shot along the baseline, and Goodman blocked it, but a foul is called. Coach Bluter wants 3 seconds.
There is some validity to what Coach Bluter is saying. Lee does like to kind of park it in the paint, but
and now Jeff Mitty says something to Lisa Bluter. As Bluter was talking to the official about 3 seconds. Free throw is no good by Lee. 67-57. And now Lisa Bluter having a conversation with the officials about Jeff Mitty going the long conversation to Lisa Bluter.
Yeah.
And plus he's been out of the coaching box.
Exactly. The ref is doing a good job of trying to diffuse the tension.
So Lee's second at the free throw line. Swishes this one. She has 18. Addie O'Grady comes in for Sharon Goodman, who will sit down with now 4 personal fouls.
Yes. And I will say, our bigs are hanging by a thread here, but both are doing a great job, so we're just swapping one out for the other when the foul hits.
Hawks by 10 with the basketball. Approaching 7 left to go in the fourth. Here's Clark. Spins in between the circles. Fake to 3. Now gets it to Kate Martin. Reverses it to Molly Davis. Free throw line extended left. Looks inside, fakes left, tries to go right. Now a bounce pass to Addie O'Grady. Now Clark on the left wing. Gets a screen from Addie to the elbow. Now O'Grady slicing to the basket. Couldn't finish.
Beautiful look by Caitlin Clark.
And Lisa Bluter wanted a foul on that. Didn't get it. K-State in the front court. Here's Walker in between the circles. And a foul is going to be called. That's going to go against Caitlin Clark with a push off the ball.
Rob, do you think there was a little flop there? No, you're kind of could go either way.
You could call it.
I thought there was a little bit of a flop.
Well, there's always a little bit. Nobody goes down that easy, right? Wildcats get it in. Here's Sundell on the right wing, drives baseline, goes up off the window and scores. She's played very well with 16. Hawks by 7. Marshall almost lost the ball at the timeline, but just gathered it in time. Now Clark in between the circles. Angles into the paint all the way to the rim. Scoop shot is up and no good. Sanchez with a rebound. Momentum for the Wildcats. Hawks have to play defense. Here is Sanchez at the elbow. Gets it to Walker, who brings it to the left side. And a whistle, and finally 3 seconds called on Lee. It was really 10 seconds, but just a 3-second violation.
That was a big stop for the Hawks. 5 minutes left, 7-point game. You know, things could have gone a lot differently.
Davis in the front court. Gives it off to Kate Martin. Clark comes off a screen for 3. No good off the left side of the iron. Sanchez the rebound. Hawks by 7. 5:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Wildcats with the basketball. Lob pass to Lee, 10 feet away from the basket. Now back out to Walker, right wing. She gets into the paint all the way to the rim. Easy layup for Ziana Walker.
Yeah, that was pretty much straight line to the basket. Not sure what happened on the defensive end there.
Hawks have not scored a field goal the last 3:48. Lead by 5. Here's Clark, deep 3 straight away, air ball, and that goes out of bounds. And this is unfortunate, a little reminiscent of the way the fourth quarter went the last time these two met.
Yep, so this is where now we've missed, I don't know, the last 3 threes in a row. This is where we've got to find a different alternative. The three ball's not falling. We got to get the ball inside, penetrate to the hoop.
Inside Lee, little alley-oop, couldn't score. O'Grady gets the rebound. Boy, she had plenty of time, just decided to catch it and shoot it all at one time, and fortunately for the Hawkeyes, missed. Iowa by 5 with the basketball. 4:35 left to go, fourth quarter from Estero, Florida. Davis, free throw line extended left. Molly only has 1 field goal since the half. Here's Clark in that same area. Drives to the baseline. Now brings it out top. Reverses herself. Gives it off to O'Grady. Baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound taken down by K-State. Missed that one from 12. Sundell across the timeline. Gets to the free throw line. All the way to the rim. And lost control of it and out of bounds.
Great defense by Gabby Marshall on that one. Big stop again. Every stop at this point in the game is a big stop.
Hawks now have missed their last 7 and have not scored for 3:20. Remember, K-State ended the game on a 12-0 run.
Don't remind us, Rob. Do not remind us.
We're hoping it doesn't happen again. But right now, the Hawkeyes still with a 5-point advantage, 67-62. We have 4:13 left to go in regulation. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluter and Fran McCaffrey this fall. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeye basketball out of the timeout. 4:13 left to go in the fourth. Hawks by 5. Clark will walk it across the timeline. Sanchez comes out on her. Caitlin angles to the right side, looks inside, and now gets it to Gabby Marshall, who tried to float a pass inside to Goodman, tapped away by Sanchez. Here's Walker in transition. Gets into the paint, lost control of the ball, and traveling will be called on K-State. She just kind of bobbled it before she looked to pass to the right wing.
She did not know what she was doing, but again, it was a big defensive stop by the Hawkeyes, who need to calm down a bit on offense, work the ball around. The pass into Goodman on the last one wasn't a bad idea. It just wasn't executed well.
Here's a lob pass into Sharon. She goes up with the left hand. Couldn't finish. A little bit strong off the window. Sundell with the rebound. Iowa by 5. K-State with the basketball. Now Sundell will get it back and set things up in between the circles. Gabby Marshall on her. Angles right side, uses a screen, gets all the way to the window. Missed an easy shot, but got her own rebound. Kicked it back out. Gregory for 3, knocks it down right at the top of the key.
That was a big shot for Gregory, who's been very quiet this game.
Just has 8. Clark across the timeline. Iowa by 2. Approaching 3 left to go. Here's Clark, turns the corner right side. Layup no good. Help defense was there by Sundell. And she has the rebound across the timeline. Sundell will slow. Uses that screen again. Now kicks it back to Sanchez. Drives down the right side. Shot is up and good. And she is fouled as Goodman went after the block.
Yeah, this has been a huge vibe shift in this game. Kansas State's on an 8-0 run right now over the last 4 minutes. The Hawks are 0 of 9 of their last shots. Again, I don't want to say reminiscent of the last game, but it is looking very reminiscent of the last time we played them.
Well, the Hawkeyes in that game outscored 23-14 in the fourth. And that's 5 fouls on Sharon Goodman. To the bench with 8, Addie O'Grady. Back into the game. Sanchez at the line to try to complete the 3-point play, and does. She has 5, and K-State grabs the lead, 68-67. 2:37 left to go. Davis on the right wing. Here's Martin, drives down the left side, goes up strong off the window and finishes.
Muscles Martin right there. Big shot, big play. Kate is coming up strong tonight when we need her the most.
Kate with 10. Here's Sundell. Now back to Sanchez for 3. Strong. Long rebound into the hands of Andy O'Grady. Hawks have the ball with a 1-point lead. 2:05 left to go.
I like that the Hawkeyes are calm right now. Looking.
As Clark almost loses the ball out of bounds.
She's got it. We're okay.
Here's Clark. Top of the key. Drives down in the paint, turn around, attempted jump shot. Now kicks it back out to Davis. Now to Clark, left wing. Swish! 3-pointer right in front of the Iowa bench.
Woo!
Huge 3 by Caitlin Clark.
I can breathe a little easier right now.
Hawks by 4. Walker gets it back from Glenn on the left wing. Glenn now to Gregory in the paint, and a foul is going to be called on Kate Martin. A push from behind. A falter comes in for Addie O'Grady, so a small lineup.
Small lineup, yes. As Aoka Lee comes in, see if Coach Bluter will make a quick sub in, sub out. Yep, they're talking it over there.
Well, the Wildcats will have it along the baseline. O'Grady never checked in. Lee comes out left side, holds the ball above her head. Now to Gregory. Here's Sundell, 15 to shoot. Hawkeyes by 4, 1:20 left to go. Sundell drives, 15 feet away. Now to Lee. She's 10 feet away from the hoop. Now Sundell drives the paint all the way to the rim. Left-handed layup, good, just as the shot clock was to expire.
Sundell is an amazing player that really sort of weaves her way effortlessly to the hoop and has really given Iowa a run for their money tonight.
Clark walks it across the timeline. Iowa will call timeout, 30-second timeout with 55.9 left to go in the fourth. Hawks clinging to a 2-point advantage, 72-70. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Hawkeye women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for common illness, minor injury, visit one of the several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare, proud to sponsor your Hawkeyes. Iowa will have the ball on the side, right in front of the bench. Davis gets it into Martin. 55 seconds left to go. 17 on the shot clock. Hawks by 2. Here's Clark, top of the key. Three-pointer. Delivers. Caitlin Clark, a huge three.
That was one where it was a little bit of a risk to take that shot, but it paid off for Caitlin Clark.
Sundell along the baseline.
Oh.
To Lee, intercepted by Davis as she tried to get it back to Sundell along the baseline. Clark in the backcourt has to be fouled and is with 33.3 left to go. Hawkeyes by 5.
Big steal by Molly Davis to sort of seal the deal. Now I say seal the deal. There's plenty of time, but to keep Iowa in control with the ball.
And K-State will have to foul with 30 on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock. Hawks at midcourt. Davis to throw it in, has to call a timeout. Well, you don't want to hesitate and not get that timeout called and get a 5-second violation. So the Hawks will talk it over. We'll have the ball. We'll throw it in at midcourt on top by 5, 75-70, 33.3 left to go. Throughout the season, you can join head coach Lisa Bluter and myself for Hawk Talk, presented by Oakdale. We're at the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Hawk Talk with Coach Bluter every week from 6 until 7. Visit HawkeyeSports.com to take a look at the schedule. We've got a show tomorrow night. Welcome to come out and join us. Listen in along the Hawkeye Radio Network, the Iowa YouTube channel. Appreciate you tuned in tonight. We knew this would be a close game, and it has delivered. Iowa will now throw it in right by the Hawkeye bench on top by 5. Clark gets it out near midcourt. Glenn on her, and Glenn will have to commit the foul. That's Jalen Glenn's 4th. And now Hawkeyes will be at the free throw line with Caitlin Clark. 30.4 seconds to go. Clark at the free throw line.
She's 4 for 4 tonight on her free throws. She's pretty much the person we want shooting at this point. Oh, say that as she misses.
To try to give the Hawkeyes a 6-point lead, Clark has 31. Second one in the air, no good. Empty possession for the Hawkeyes. Rebound to Kansas State. They immediately call timeout to advance the basketball. But still, a 2-possession game. Rare you see Caitlin Clark miss 2.
Every now and again she'll miss one, but I don't recall the last time I've seen her miss 2. I'm sure that will, no matter the outcome of the game, that will burn her a little bit.
The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is responsible for our community being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments. From state volleyball, wrestling, tennis, and much more, the Sports Commission generates significant annual economic impact while adding sustainability to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is proud to be a presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. You can learn more at wegotnext.org. Hawkeyes have made their last 3 field goals. There's just 2 missed free throws by Clark, 75-70. Hawks on top. Iowa has outscored, K-State has outscored the Hawkeyes 16-12 in the quarter. They will throw it in along the sideline in their front court with 29.6 remaining. No threes if you're the Hawkeyes. Here's Sanchez to Lee, out in between the circles. Now gives it off to Gregory for 3. That attempt is short, and Molly Davis comes away with it. And is there a foul or a timeout? Caitlin Clark did signal that she wanted timeout.
The refs don't seem to know.
And they will grant Iowa the timeout.
That was great defense by the Hawkeyes on that one. Somehow Lee ended up at the 3-point line for most of that play.
And she's a little shaky with the ball.
100%. If she is not in the paint, she is not comfortable. So it was an easy stop and a good big rebound by Molly Davis.
Hawks still with that 5-point advantage. Now 17 seconds left to go. And we remind you that Iowa Corn and Quickstar are partnering to give you a chance to win tickets to the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series matchups. The Iowa wrestlers got a big Cyhawk victory today, 18-14 for Iowa State in Ames. Simply visit any participating Quickstar in Iowa through the month of November, and you can fill up with 8 or more gallons of unleaded 88 and use your quick rewards card, and you are automatically entered for a chance to win tickets. For more information and official rules, visit quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. Get pumped to win with Iowa Corn and Quickstar. And we're certainly pumped. The Hawkeyes have a 5-point lead with 17.1 left to go, and the basketball.
This is about as good of a game as we could have wished for.
65 points won the first meeting. 75 is what the Hawkeyes have right now with a 5-point advantage. Martin along the sideline gets it into Clark quickly. Caitlin turns the corner, gets to the right wing. There's the whistle and a foul on the Wildcats. Caitlin Clark with big-time three-pointers coming down the stretch.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And now she's at the free throw line. First one, perfect.
There we go.
.32 for Clark. Ball in the air, short. Rebound taken down by Gregory. Timeout, K-State. But Iowa does get one to go up 6 at 76-70. K-State now with a 3-point advantage in the fourth quarter. But of course the Hawkeyes with a 6-point lead overall. And Clark now 1 for 4. The free throw line last 2 trips.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's gonna, she'll be in the gym probably first thing in the morning shooting free throws.
Hawkeyes 10 out of 14 from the free throw line tonight. 12 of 32 from 3. 37.5%.
Not
Clark
bad.
5 out of 8.
This has definitely been kind of a game of ebbs and flows. I said, we both were frightened there when KSG went on that 8-0 run early in the fourth, but the Hawks maintained it. And
Sanchez for three, left side, and that one just slams off the glass. And a whistle underneath on the rebound. And this will go against Molly Davis. So what you don't want if you're the Hawkeyes, K-State at the free throw line, a chance to score with the clock not moving at 9.2 seconds, Iowa by 6. Gregory will get a pair. First one, no good. Skipped off the right side of the rim. So Iowa maintains a 6-point lead. 2 dribbles for Gregory, the ball in the air. This one short, and Sanchez tipped the ball but went over the top of Kate Martin and is called for the foul.
nobody's making their free throws down the stretch tonight. We'll see if Kate can here.
Well, she loves big game scenarios.
She does. And she has had some big power plays tonight.
10 points for Kate Martin at the free throw line. Iowa by 6, and this is strong off the back of the iron.
Kate also has 10 rebounds, so she's achieved a double-double.
Martin's second is good.
There we go.
Now a 3-possession game. Sundell gives it off to Gregory. She's doubled. Back to Sundell for 3 at the buzzer. No good. Hawks win it. Iowa 77. Kansas State 70. Iowa avenges the loss at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Lost that one 65-58. Come away with a victory at 77-70 and champions of the Gulf Coast Showcase here in Florida. Both teams congratulating each other at half court. And we'll have a trophy presentation. Well, victory number 501 for Coach Bluter at Iowa didn't come easy.
Yeah, not at all. Great 3 days of basketball for the Hawkeyes. Played some tough teams and came out on top.
And a great Hawkeye crowd here as well. 77-70. Hawkeyes over K-State to move to 7-1. We'll be back with the postgame show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, You'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V hybrid. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Accord Hybrid and a 2024 CR-V Hybrid.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show, delivering solutions for every life, every day. Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Also by United Healthcare, proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. Once again, here's Rob Brooks.
In front of 3,007, terrific crowd, mostly in black and gold. Watch the Hawkeyes defeat Kansas State 77-70. Hard-fought game where the Hawkeyes made 12 three-pointers and 11 out of 16 from the free throw line. It's time now for our post-game stats report, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the all-new, totally free Hy-Vee Perks membership.
Well, yet again, Caitlin Clark came up big tonight. 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. And, of course, 2 big three-pointers right when we needed them the most. Molly Davis, extraordinary game. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists from Molly. And Kate Martin with the double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. Sharon Goodman in just 17 minutes of play with her foul trouble, 8 points, 6 rebounds. And Addie O'Grady coming in and off the bench and sort of working in tandem with Sharon, 6 points and 2 rebounds. For Kansas State, Aoka Lee led the way, 18 points and 7 rebounds. Serena Sundahl, 18.6 rebounds. Gabby Gregory, 8 points and 5 rebounds. Zayana Walker with 11 points. And Gisela Sanchez coming off the bench with 5 points and 10 rebounds. Pretty much neck and neck in terms of rebounds. The Hawks had a total of 35 rebounds to Kansas State's 36. The Hawks had 13 assists, 6 turnovers. And here's a little bit of a difference. Kansas State with 16 assists and 12 turnovers.
Hawkeyes got off to a great start once again tonight as Iowa outscored Kansas State 27-15 in the first. Then K-State went on a big run in the second quarter and outscored Iowa 23-12. Iowa came out really strong in the third, outscoring K-State 24-16. And then K-State wins the fourth quarter by 2, but all equals the Hawkeyes with a 7-point victory, 77-70. Molly Davis is on the all-tournament team.
Exciting.
And well-deserved. Had 7 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists last night against Florida Gulf Coast, and had 13 points here tonight. And the most outstanding player, I don't think there's going to be any mystery to that. And Caitlin Clark will be the most valuable player. Kate Martin was kind of kidding like she was going to walk out. Caitlin, of course, is the MVP of the tournament with 32 points tonight, 5 boards and 6 assists. Also had 3 steals. The Hawkeyes only turned it over 6 times tonight.
Yeah, they
as
took
you
care
mentioned.
of the ball. And again, I just think this was such a great tournament for the team. There was so many great things, so many opportunities from a variety of players to step up in big ways. And I think this is a great turning point into December for them. I think there's a lot of great things on the way for the Hawkeyes.
Hawks now 7-1. Today's opening tip is brought to you by Farmers State Bank. Earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. Visit myfsb.com for complete details. Subject to approval. Minimum $50 deposit. Requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. Kate Martin is going to join us courtside here after Kate put together a double-double tonight with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Knocked down a couple of big three-pointers. Kate, as expected, against a Kansas State team, nothing easy, but did it down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great team effort tonight. Obviously, you know, it didn't go the way we wanted to at home a couple of weeks ago, but, you know, we got to learn from that, and Coach Bluter had us prepared tonight. And, you know, we got some late defensive stops, and we knocked down some shots late in the fourth, and, you know, we could have knocked down some more free throws at the end. But
I knew you might say something about that.
Oh, my gosh. But anyways, yeah, it was a really good team win tonight, and I'm really proud of everybody.
K-State, of course, made a run there in the fourth quarter, and you talked about those big shots. You knocked down a huge shot, and then Caitlin a couple of three-pointers, and just that really turned the momentum. Then you had that nice 5-point lead where you could at least have a little bit of comfort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, you know, just we were taking what was open. You know, we weren't really trying to force anything, and Caitlin was knocking down Caitlin Clark's shots, so that's as expected. But, yeah, I think, you know, I got to the rim a couple times, and I think Addie came up huge, had some big buckets, and played really hard for us tonight. And obviously Molly, on all-tournament team, you know, I'm super proud of her. She just put together 3 really good games, and she came up big for us and really got us going in the first quarter, too. And so, yeah, honestly, I'm just really proud of this team for bouncing back. You know, you never want to lose to the same team twice. So I'm really proud of how everybody came back and was really resilient tonight.
Well, yeah, great point about Molly. As you mentioned, did make the all-tournament team, had 13 points tonight, and was instrumental last night, and down Hannah, so extended minutes for some of the other players, and just kind of talk about her development and her improvement this year.
Yeah, I mean, Molly was in the gym every single day, all summer. She just has this, you know, hunger in her eyes. She has this fight, and she doesn't care about her size at all. She's going to go out there, and she's going to give you everything she's got every single night. And, you know, I'm really proud of her because we trust her out on the court. She's a senior, and I think she has that senior confidence going, and that's all she needs. And so I'm really proud for her to, you know, see the fruit of her labor, you know, everything paying off for her. So kudos to Molly.
How about coming down here and all these Hawkeye fans the last 3 nights, huh?
Right?
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. We could hear the Let's Go Hawks chant during the game, and Caitlin, you know, got the crowd into it, and I think we really used that to our advantage tonight as well. And so we're pretty lucky wherever we go. You know, we get a good following, and we turn it into Carver South, as Coach Bluter said. So thanks to all the fans who showed up and showed out.
You guys kind of like these 3 games and 3-day runs, don't you?
I know, we do, and I think that's super important that we had this early in the season to get us prepared later in the season. Big Ten tournament, obviously, we see that. So, you know, that was really crucial for us, and will help us late in the season.
Kate, appreciate it. Great job tonight.
Thanks, Rob. Have a good one.
Kate Martin, our star of the game, with a double-double, as she had 11 points and 10 rebounds in 35 minutes and 23 seconds, and just did a terrific job as Coach Jensen joins us here. Let's get this flipped around for you there, Coach. Well, it's always great to win a title, and K-State obviously made a run there in the fourth quarter, but just big-time shots from Kate. Addie was terrific, especially in the third quarter, and then Caitlin Clark doing Caitlin Clark stuff, right?
Yep. Aside from those free throws, you know, Caitlin, you know, she's probably fatigued. We played her a lot, right? But overall, this was just a gutty win. That's a really good team. A lot of emotions were high. Thought they made their adjustments pretty well, and it was just a really great win. It feels good to get that one back.
Yeah, you knew it would be tough.
Yeah.
It came down the stretch. It seemed like a game of runs. You guys got off to a great start. Runs in the third and fourth quarters by Kansas State, but the last 5 minutes were the Hawkeyes.
We really were. We held. We got some stops when we needed to. I thought we had we got foul trouble with the bigs, but I thought our bigs held decently. I mean,
not an easy task.
It isn't, but she's really good. I thought she got by with some 3 seconds. I thought we got some cheap fouls, but you know what? She deserves that. She's a great post. She earned it, and I just thought that I'm thrilled for our bigs. I thought they held their own, and we're going to keep getting better and better.
Well, Jan, go celebrate. Hey, and we're going to have a little Hawk Talk, so we'll be able to digest this one.
I just want to thank all the fans that came and everybody that's watching at home. I feel so grateful to be a Hawk, and it's just so special. So thanks so much. God bless and go Hawks.
All right, Jan Jensen on the post-game show as the Hawkeyes getting the trophy at midcourt, taking a team picture. And I mentioned Hawk Talk. We will have Coach Jensen tomorrow for the full hour. Coach Bluter be out recruiting tomorrow night as the high school season has started in the state of Iowa. So make sure, if you're in the area, to join us at the Hyatt Regency in Coralville for Hawk Talk, or right here on the air between 6 and 7 on the Hawkeye Radio Network and also the University of Iowa YouTube channel. Post-game show will continue from Florida. Hawkeyes are champions of the Gulf Coast Showcase, 77-70 over Kansas State. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluter and Fran McCaffrey this fall. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here. Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Preparation. It's the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Hawkeyes on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pre-game routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Hawkeye Pride, powered locally.
Hey Hawkeyes, while you're hard at work in class or on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Welcome back to the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Biodiesel, moving Iowa forward.
So the Hawkeyes, number 5 in the country, defeated number 16 Kansas State, 77-70 here at the Hertz Arena as Iowa pushes its record to 7-1. K-State drops to 6-1. This is the first time that the Hawkeyes have won a regular season tournament since the 2017-18 season, the Puerto Rico Classic. I think that was the year it was played in Fort Lauderdale. Hawkeyes won 3 games. Caitlin Clark, of course, was the most valuable player of the tournament. Gabby Marshall and Kate Martin also had outstanding tournaments as well. And Caitlin Clark, the MVP of the tournament, had a team-high 32 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And now, over the last 25 seasons, nobody has recorded more 30-plus points in a game than Clark with 40. And now Caitlin has 45 career games with more than 25 points or more, 5 assists or more, and 5+ rebounds, which is the best in the NCAA. Tiffany caught up with Coach Bluder on the court after the Hawkeyes win 3 in a row and the Gulf Coast Showcase.
I'm here on the court with Coach Bluder. Coach, great game. Maybe wasn't the prettiest win. Hawks went on some runs. KSU went on some runs. What did you do to keep your team in control in this game?
You know, we talked a lot about having a calm focus and really just breathe deeply and stay calm, stay in the moment. I think our team did that because basketball is a game of momentums. It's a game of runs. We go on a run, they went on a run. You saw it back and forth. But toward the end, man, Caitlin has a big one, and we put the defensive stop at the end, too.
Yeah, you could definitely tell that the players were telling each other to take a deep breath and breathe it in. In an environment like this, 3 games in 3 days, sort of a marathon type situation, you learn so much about your players. What are the biggest takeaways you have from this weekend that you've learned about your team?
You know, their resiliency. You know, we get into foul trouble in the second quarter with both of our bigs going down with, with 5 fouls, a couple fouls, so we had to take them out. And, Kate's playing the 5 position. She doesn't really even do that hardly. With Hannah out, we were kind of put into some weird situations, but we were able to handle it, and I'm really proud of them for that. And I just know that when we get into the Big Ten tournament now, they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready for that game after game after game.
Yeah, people stepping up in big ways. All tournament team here tonight was Molly Davis. Caitlin Clark was the MVP or the head of it. Talk a little bit about, Caitlin Clark, what she means, but also Molly Davis had an amazing tournament and stepped up in big ways.
Molly did. She had a great tournament. And I think Kate Martin had a great tournament. Yep. It'd be hard for me to pick between those two because I thought they both played really well. I mean, Kate had a big 3 for us, going down the stretch. But I'm happy for Molly. She transferred here from Central Michigan, wanted to play on the biggest stage, the highest level. She's doing it now. She's named the all-tournament team.
Awesome. Congratulations, Coach Bluder.
Thanks,
Safe travels home.
Appreciate it.
Tiffany, thank you very much, and thanks to Coach Bluder for her post-game comments. Right about Kate Martin, who picks up her first double-double of the season, 11 points and 10 rebounds. But Molly Davis really helped ignite that start for the Hawkeyes, who jumped out to a big lead after the first quarter at 27-15 to really set the tone. And as Coach Bluder alluded to, it's a game of runs. And K-State pushed a couple of times, but in the end, Iowa made the big shots coming down the stretch for victory number 7. 77-70, Iowa over Kansas State to win the Gulf Coast Showcase. Back with more after the break from Florida. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Escape to Italy and Sicily in September 2024 with travel leaders, Destinations Unlimited. Enjoy this melting pot of multicultural customs and cuisine and beautiful landscapes. After taking in Rome, we'll head down to the dramatic Sorrento coast and then journey from Italy's heel to its toe of Sicily. To learn more about this or any vacation, contact travel leaders, Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com. That's duagency.com.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. And the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Garage, indoor pool, and more. Visit melrosemeadows.com for more information.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, You'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Every Hawkeye game is fun, but some seasons are just special, like sold out before it even starts special. But you can still be there to see it. Play the Hawkeye Gold Scratch ticket, and you can win a VIP game day experience to see Iowa women's basketball. The Countdown to Carver promotion from the Iowa Lottery is your chance to witness greatness and some really, really deep threes. To enter your ticket and see details, visit ialottery.com/VIP.
Welcome back to the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Biodiesel, moving Iowa forward.
77-70, Iowa over Kansas State. Caitlin Clark with 32 points. Hit some big-time threes down the stretch. Ended up 7 of 16 from behind the arc. And the Hawkeyes in total, 12 out of 32 from 3. And you could tell, as you mentioned, Tiffany, the legs were starting to get a little weary. And remember, Iowa's down a starter. That's several minutes for Anna Stolke that she normally gets. It had to be picked up by other players, but certainly Iowa did the job and accomplished that. And you go back to the really tough loss last year at Manhattan against K-State, and then the one at Carver. They didn't want to have 3 in less than a calendar year.
There would be a cloud looming over K-State forever had we not pulled this off. I think it'd start to become a mental game. So this was a huge win for the Hawks, and just, a team win. And as Coach Bluter said, everybody stepped up and did what they needed to do. You think about Stolke being out. You think about our other 2 bigs, O'Grady and Goodman, getting in foul trouble. It required some people to play defense in ways they've never played before and match up against people that they wouldn't normally match up against. So huge win for the Hawks.
Now let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays. Jalen Glenn on her, now hands it off to Davis, rifles down the right side of the lane. There's that floater on the block. 2 more from Molly Davis. Walker also into the game, tried to get it inside. The ball batted up in the air by Clark, into the hands of Gabby Marshall. Back to Clark, logo 3 left wing, rattles it in. Here's Glenn, drives down the left side of the lane and has it stolen away by Sydney Falter. Gets it to Clark across the timeline. Caitlin hesitates, fires a 3, swish from the left wing. Little shake at the top of the key, 2 dribbles. Clark gets it to Feuerbach for 3, right wing, splashes it home.
Synergy right there.
Now a Fulter from the right wing gets into the paint, skips it back out to Molly Davis for 3, right side. Swish, barely hit the net, it was so pure. Here's Sundell, turnaround jumper, paint no. Davis the rebound in the paint and racing into the front court. Now to Clark, left side 3, got it!
Swish!
Here's Kate Martin for 3, swishes this one left to the top of the key.
Wow, big time shot there.
Hawks by 8, Clark gets the pass to a Fulter on the left wing. Now Kate Martin, free throw line extended left. Clark in between the circles, tries to make a move, kicks it off to Martin. 3-pointer left wing, count it, Kate Martin. Here's Clark, gets an O'Grady screen for 3, nothing but net. Left to the top of the key. Here's Clark, top of the key, 3-pointer, delivers. Caitlin Clark, a huge 3. And that was part of the big shots coming down the stretch that the Hawkeyes absolutely needed to preserve this victory. You felt good at 5, and then the Hawkeyes didn't connect from the free throw line. Otherwise, might have had a double-digit victory. They know that. Not a problem. This is a very good free throw shooting team, and the Hawkeyes end up winning by 7 at 77-70. Final comments from Florida coming up next. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen. 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and 2024 CR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Maybe your hometown celebrates long-standing Swiss traditions. Cow chip throwing. Or even classic car muscle. Everyone has a hometown, and every hometown has a festival. Cenex wants to hear about yours. That's why we're launching the Hometown Throwdown. Tell us about your fest, and it could win $100,000. Learn more at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex, powered locally.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
This is the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show, delivering solutions for every life, every day.
Hawkeyes win it by 7, 77-70. Champions of the Gulf Coast Showcase in its 11th year. Hawkeyes did lead for 35 minutes and 38 seconds. K-State just for 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Iowa got 10 points off the bench. K-State 17. That's 7 points under their team average of 24. And both teams really did a good job taking care of the basketball. Iowa had 13 assists, just 6 turnovers, 16 and 12 for K-State. 32 for Caitlin Clark, 13 for Molly Davis, and a double-double, the first of the season for Kate Martin, 11 points and 10 boards. Naoka Lee had 16 and 7 rebounds, and Serena Sundell had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, just 1 turnover. She was outstanding tonight for K-State. Biggest lead for the Hawkeyes, 13, with 51 seconds left to go in the first. Kansas State, big lead of 2, the last time with 7:10 left to go in the third. And the Hawkeyes quickly got it back. Iowa had an 8-0 run. Kansas State had an 11-0 run in the second quarter. Hawkeyes for the ball game, 27-64, 42.2% from the floor, 12 of 32 from 3, 37-5, 11 of 16 from the free throw line, 68-6 for K-State, 29 of 58, 50%, 8 of 23 from 3, 34.8, and just 4 out of 11 from the free throw line, 36.4%. Hawkeyes defeat Kansas State tonight, 77-70. 3 in a row for the Hawkeyes in Florida, and now don't play until next Saturday afternoon. Back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, Bowling Green comes to town, a 12:30 tip inside the arena, 12:15 for the pregame show, Iowa and Bowling Green. Thanks so much for listening all weekend long along the Hawkeye Radio Network, 25 stations strong, the YouTube channel, the Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube channel, the Varsity app, Sirius XM Radio. Wherever you have tuned in, we certainly appreciate it. For Tiffany Reedy, I'm Rob Brooks saying good night from Estero, Florida, where the Hawkeyes are champions of the Gulf Coast Showcase with a 77-70 victory over Kansas State. We'll talk to you next Saturday, Iowa and Bowling Green. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
This has been the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Biodiesel, moving Iowa forward. Hawkeye women's basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Authentic brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Hy-Vee. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. And by Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network. On the Hawkeye